You see, nowadays, people are depending on so many things. Oh, my brother is a president. My brother is a minister of state. If your brother is a minister of state, or your brother is a bishop, businessman, don't you think that it is something that makes your brother to become that person? What is your dream? Some people depend on their family too much. Young people who supposed to make different are depending on people. They depend on the government. They depend on the ministers that is in the family. You see, or you found out multiple of our citizens or the world, they depend on only the government or an organization in order for them to have food or to have money. But if we look at all these things, we can make a change if and only we are willing to make a change. The government herself struggle with the economics. The ministers struggle with documents and other things that they have to settle within the sector that they are governing. And they also have their own family affair to attend to. Mind you, not a day. Young people, you gotta forget about government, you gotta forget about organization or NGOs that will come and put finance in your pocket. You gotta learn how to fish yourself. You gotta teach yourself how to fish. Because I may come today and give you 100 or 1,000 US dollars. But take into consideration this 1,000 United States dollar. If this money can sustain you for a complete year. So we gotta focus on something, focus on creating every day in order for us to be better. The father in the family have his own problem to settle. Now, if you depend on your father, for me, I don't depend on my father. I don't depend on my mother. I don't depend on the government. But rather think, what should I do with my hand? God gave us the brain so that He can rest. He didn't give us the brain to remain stagnated on other people, to be depending on other people, to be looking how other people are moving, but for us to work hard with our hand to put our brain into use fastly in order for us to get something for ourselves. Young people depend on people these days too much. So when other people are trying to struggle on their own these days, they take you to be liability on them. That is not how life's supposed to be. You gotta be strong, you gotta work hard, you gotta put yourself in a position where you will be valued. Don't depend on people. Why depend on other people for them to put food on your table? Why depend on other people for them to sustain you, to sustain your whole family? You are a creator. You are a creator. You can create. I believe Mark Zuckerberg didn't went to Bill Gates and say, I want to, and in fact, I want to create Facebook. So I want you to help me. He sat down and think. The world as a whole, technology advancing every day. What should I do in the next 10 years, in the next 20 years, so that I can be somebody for myself? So that I can do something for my name to remain in history forever. It's never easy. You will fail. You will crash. You will knock stone. You will go places. You'll be mocked. People will hate you. People won't like you when you start your idea. People won't like you. But you gotta keep strong. You gotta keep moving. No matter how you fall, you gotta rise up. You gotta move. No matter how you stomp your toes, you will feel the pain. You will feel the agony. You will feel every necessary pains within your soul, pains within every part of your body. But you gotta move. Don't give up. Don't depend on anybody. Nobody on the face of the earth on the face of the earth to help you. You are only alone. God brought you alone. Depend on yourself. Don't depend on family. Don't depend on government. Don't depend on organization. But try to create your own organization that people will run to you. Try to create business mind, business concept. What would I do for people to come to me? Instead of chasing people, instead of letting know what matters for people, what would I do for people to come to me?